Hi, it's Dwyer, gamblersadvisory.com. Remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this video to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. Let's shine the light on some of the comments I've received from YouTubers, I'll name you, concerning the Pacquiao-Marquez fight. What these comments indicate is that there are many people in the background who quietly believe that this fight is up for grabs. First, here's a popular comment. Other viewers have approved of this comment from J. Hano, spelled Jayjhonel. He writes at Dwyer 70905, by the way, if not for a judge's era of scoring, Pacquiao would have been 2-0 against Marquez. Let me just point out that in the first fight, one of the judges stated that they did not know that they could have scored that first round in which Pacquiao dropped Marquez 3 times, a 10-6 round. Had that judge scored it a 10-6 round, Manny Pacquiao would have squeaked out a split decision win in that first fight. But understand, even on that judge's scorecard, right, he had Juan Manuel Marquez winning 3 more rounds than Manny Pacquiao, right? And that's significant because understand, Pacquiao's recent fights, it's very hard to find a round that Manny Pacquiao has lost definitively, right? He dominated Miguel Cotto. He dominated Joshua Clottey. He dominated Antonio Margarito. An argument can be made that he won every round or close to it for all of those fights. And so the fact that even the judge that this boxing fan is referring to had Marquez winning more rounds than Pacquiao in that first fight, and given that one of the other judges, even considering that first round, had Marquez winning that first fight by 5 rounds. Look it up on BoxRec.com. One judge had that fight 115-110 for Marquez. Shows you that when Marquez is not getting dropped, when the two guys are actually fighting, Marquez seems to have the advantage. Let's continue. Here is something from YouTube viewer Charles Goodwin. He points out that styles make fights. Floyd's style is a nightmare for Marquez. Pacquiao and Marquez have styles that mesh better. You know, I agree. Styles do make fights. And let me just say that that's why this fight is so intriguing. My own take is that at 144, Marquez is untested. Manny Pacquiao is proven. I think Manny Pacquiao will have his best opportunity at a stoppage in the first 4 rounds of this fight. But if Marquez can somehow find a way to survive those first 4 rounds, then all bets are off. Then this fight gets to be interesting. Here is a message from Rosie Boy, Rosseboi. He writes, I really think Marquez will do better than people realize. Both Marquez and Pac-Man have slowed a lot. And unlike Floyd, Manny isn't exceptionally dynamic style-wise. Plus, Marquez adapts very well, which has always been his strength. Unless Manny manages to KO him early, this one goes to points, and Marquez could pull the upset. Highly unlikely, but he can. Styles make fights, and he is Manny's kryptonite. I agree. Here is a comment from Blues Rock Row. He points out that speed is neutralized by timing and counterpunching. Timing and counterpunching equal Juan Manuel Marquez's bread and butter. Right, let's continue. Here is a message I received from Rob Staley. He makes the point, I think both Marquez looked great in his last few fights. Pacquiao was kind of methodical versus Mosley. Marquez really has Manny figured out, and Pacquiao isn't the puncher he was. Now let me just say, I think Manny Pacquiao, who hasn't gotten a lot of knockouts above 140, but I think Manny Pacquiao has punching power. Shane Mosley, after he lost to Manny Pacquiao, made the claim, and keep in mind, Pacquiao knocked down Shane Mosley. Mosley made the claim that he had never been hit as hard in his boxing career, right? And, of course, Mosley had actually spent part of that career at 154 pounds, 10 pounds above this 144. I think Manny Pacquiao has changed his style a little bit. I think he's trying to sit down on punches a little more. He's not moving around the ring as much as he had. I think he knows he's at a disadvantage in terms of technical skills if these guys fight this out and there are no knockdowns. That's why I believe he's going to try to make punching power an issue early in this fight. He wants a stoppage. Here's another one. Craig Welsh Boxer writes, hey Dwyer, if you look at the 12th round, 16-2-7-7-3, rather, pretty savvy YouTube viewer. I get emails from him, and they're always well thought out. He writes, hey Dwyer, if you look at the 12th round of the second fight, it looked like Marquez completely cracked Pacquiao's code. That was one of the most one-sided rounds in their two fights. I don't know how the hell Letterman gave that round to Pacquiao. You know, I agree that as these fights go on, Marquez seems to do better and better, with the exception of the 10th round of the second fight when he got caught by a Manny Pacquiao bomb. Here's another message. This is Andre LeBaron. He says, I want to disagree with this because I'm going to cheer for Marquez, but I can't. I have to agree that Marquez loses more as a result of age and the extra weight. And this is the first of the 3 fights with a clear winner. Let me point out that that's a big issue in this fight. The last time the two guys fought was at 130. Pacquiao's proven at 144. Marquez is not. Let me also give a shout to Delirious44, who writes, prime might be the wrong word choice, but while he is still able to mix and prevail at world level, unless he's KO'd or stopped by a single shot, Marquez's effective economy of movement, ability to judge distance, makes him very hard to dominate over long periods unless you're Floyd Mayweather. So true, so true. Let me know what you think. Continue leaving comments here on YouTube. Visit us at predictboxing.blogspot.com. Let me just say this, though. While I get emails from people certain that their guy's going to win this fight, just understand, even with the wide Las Vegas point spread, many people are certain Marquez can win, just like they're certain Pacquiao can win. Many view this fight as up for grabs. Let's hear from you. Thanks for watching.